if you saw my announcement post on the channel a few days ago, I decided to do something fun for this month. In 21 days, it is my birthday. And to make this fun for me, since I'm not usually always excited for my birthday, for obvious reasons, I guess, I will be sharing many fun facts about me. Some of them will be the usual introductions and such. Some of them will be weird and goofy. Some of them will be somewhat personal and depressing. Those types of videos will have warning labels because I know no one likes depressing talk. The reason why I am doing this is not only because I'll have something to do instead of bed rotting and gaming, but also because I want to find people like me, maybe some friends or so. That sounds very desperate. Surely it's not. And just in general, hope people enjoy the dumb things about me. So here is the first fun fact about me. I taught myself to draw both traditional and digital. Traditional is paper drawings, but usually it's called traditional. Well, I haven't drew traditional in years. Hold on, let me put some of my old drawings from the trenches.
Brother, what's that?
Yep, cringy, right? But I did enjoy those moments while they lasted. So I first started drawing when I was like 10 or 11 years old. I had this Pokemon book with the Pokemon's info during that time because I know they changed a lot the past years, but whatever. And I would trace them with notebook paper because that was the only thing I had sourceable, but slowly started moving towards drawing them myself. And I was also inspired by my dad, but he does jewelry making, but sometimes doing sketches back then. So I was interested in the arts right then and there. Then I was in middle school at 12 years old when I got into drawing anime characters and learning about shading and such. And then just before I was 13, I discovered on Facebook that there was a thing called digital drawing. So I looked up on how to make art that way digitally. Back then, I used to have a purple laptop that runs on Windows. And so I just decided to learn how to draw that way using this app called Animation Desk. It was mainly used for animations, but for me back then, the MS Paint wasn't like really good. I thought the pixel textures were just gross. So I just decided to use Animation Desk, and that's just one of the apps that I used back then to draw. And I have no idea how I did it back then because I didn't have a mouse or a drawing pad. I was just using the cursor pad thing already on the laptop, so my lines were super crappy and very shaky. So then I was getting very tired of it because I think my purple laptop will usually overheat whenever I was drawing, so I switched to drawing on the phone with Ibis Paint X. That was before I discovered there was a premium version, but I was using Ibis Paint X. Then that was a better method for me. Then freshman year passed, and that was the start of pandemic. So I wasn't really enjoying drawing on paper anymore since we've been really not going out that time. I was slowly losing materials, etc., paper. And it continued on through sophomore, and then I lost the enjoyment of drawing on paper because one, I needed better supplies, and with the family somewhat broke all the time, I didn't dare ask them because I knew they would be mad at me. And then two, my classmates and teachers, especially the art teacher, weren't liking my art style because it wasn't changing and wasn't the traditional my culture style, etc. We'll talk about that maybe later on. But digital didn't care about what different art styles people had, so I've been drawing digital since. So I've been drawing digital for 6-7 years now, and I'm still trying to improve a lot. And then of course with the internet back then, you'll have a lot of people still like making fun of your art and stuff. And then back when I was only having socials on Facebook and that, a lot of people online were making fun of how I was coloring, saying it was too saturated, dull, like I wasn't adding any like lights and stuff. They were making sense about that. But then they were making fun of how I was coloring, but then I thought that The point of art is it's your saying on how you want the drawing and coloring to look. So I'll never listen to others for art advice unless it's a good reasoning. Especially when they definitely brought down my mood, self-esteem when I was doing the coloring and such. But it's changed over time. And this may lead to my downfall, but at least I'm having fun while I'm at it. So this was just a small backstory about how I got to here. Probably in the future I'll get back to traditional art, but for now, digital is my way to at least show myself more. See y'all tomorrow, and day 1 is done.
夕べ立ったそんな気もするわ